This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
Well, howdy, folks. This is Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve. How y'all doing this evening? How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Hoedown. Sorry about the accent. I just got back from Wyoming. I'm a cowboy now. Welcome, welcome. Come on in and saddle up, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, saddle up, boys. Woo, doggy. Welcome, guys. I'm back in Tampa with my nonsense. How about that? Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? Wyoming couldn't handle my fucking ass. Let me tell you. No, to be real, I almost got chewed up and spit out. Guys, I have so many stories to tell about Wyoming, and I wish I could just get into that. I've got the hat. I'm looking at myself with this fucking hat that I actually look damn good in this hat, okay? And good thing I cut my dreads before getting a hat, because with these hats, especially when we were, hiking around out there, the wind is insane. The wind is fucking insane out in Wyoming, certain parts. And this bitch has to kind of like if I got the wind blowing at the back, like it won't just come off my head. This is like I actually took time and found and like I got a hat that fits me properly. I forget what the size is on this, but it's like, God, I don't remember. What are they, 17? Something? 7? So, I don't, anyway. Yeah, guys, got a hat, got boots. Let me show you guys my boots. Well, I'll get to the chat, say hello to everybody. Maybe then after that, I'll get up and show you guys my new boots. I got cowboy boots too. Basically, my buddy that took me out there, and by buddy, I mean butt buddy, he basically dressed me up like a little Ken doll as a cowboy. It was really cute. They didn't have jeans that I like. None of my jeans would go over the boots. A real cowboy. Men, you're supposed to, I had to actually look this up. My buddy knew this, but I had to look this up to verify that men are supposed to wear cowboy boots like with jeans on going over the boot, like hiding the top of the boot. I didn't even know that this was like a big deal to anybody, but after we got the boots, he's like, yeah, now I got to get you boot cut jeans. We went to this place called Lou Taubert's, which I'd never heard of. But, yeah, there's a Lou Taubert's in Casper, Wyoming. And I think they call it Lou Taubert's Urban Outfitters or something like it. I don't remember. I forget. I forget what but it's Lou Taubert's is like the name of this place. They got a bunch of Western stuff. But it's like actual legit, a lot of the stuff that they have is real rodeo stuff, because they have rodeos there, of course, and they're actually fairly popular. But yeah, anyway, didn't get a pair of jeans. They didn't have one I wanted. I wanted to get a color that I'd actually wear besides dressing up in Wyoming to pretend for a little bit, LARPing as a cowboy, a gay cowboy. This is what my life is now. Let me go to the chat. I'll say hello to everybody. I guess, guys, I'm not going to go super late tonight. I can't believe like I'm actually, I'm enjoying. I'm just a few minutes in and I'm enjoying streaming. I thought Guys, I'm so burned out. I'm so burned out. And my fucking mom is in the hospital now. Right when I get back into town, my mom is in the fucking hospital. So, yeah, I'm going through all kinds of bullshit. God, oh, I thought my bottle was leaking. Yeah, guys, I got a lot of shit going on. But anyway, I am glad to be back. We had such a great trip, guys. It was such a great trip. Let me get to the chat and say hello to everybody. I can see there's people up in here already. It was such a good fucking time, guys. I needed it so bad. I'm like, as I'm talking, I'm noticing like I'm just like delirious. The flights for this trip that we took, the flights were absolute hell. Hell. Like, I haven't flown on a plane in almost 20 years, and both trips, there and back, were complete dog shit. It was fucked up, man. There was not great weather in Denver. So you guys saw the live stream I did from the Denver airport. We rushed to get to our gate that it was supposed to be, and they were like, oh yeah, it's delayed a few hours. And so we waited. And even before that, we couldn't even land in Denver. When on my plane from Tampa to Denver got to Denver, they said there was a storm. There probably was, but it just made us all very suspicious because literally everybody's looking out the window, looking at Denver, and it's just white clouds. And the captain's like, oh, well, we can't land because there's weather, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, we're going to keep circling, and if the storm passes, we'll be able to land. So we're circling in the air for like a fucking hour. Then they're like, well, you know, actually, guys, we're running out of fuel. If you can imagine doing circles in the sky, it actually does use up fuel. So we're running low. Now we have to fly you to Scottsville, I don't know, Nebraska, somewhere in fucking Nebraska. Landed the plane at a fucking airport hangar, not an airport, like an airport where there's even vending machines or something. Like, it's literally a big slab of concrete with a few hangars on it. And I felt like we were, well, I don't know. I thought it could have been a fucking terrorist on the plane or some shit. I had no idea. I was just like, we were all dumbfounded. It was the craziest shit ever. Fucking turbulence, all kinds of shit. It was bullshit. But yeah, I was supposed to be home last night by like 11 p.m. That was the original flight. We didn't get home until 6 a.m. this morning. And then I had to work. So how's that? I'm fucking beat. I hate myself. But we had a good time. Let me welcome everybody to get in here. Bob Cook is first. Sir, you're going to have to, you know what? I'm not going to keep track of all these free prostate milkings that you've got because you are first in my chat very often these days. I hope you're keeping track if you want to collect on those, sir. But thank you for the support. Fat Pig's in here second. He's got a lot of free prostate milkings built up too. I know he's logging them. And anyone that doesn't realize, a first in chat, whoever's first in my chat gets a free prostate milking. You just got to come to Tampa to get it. I'm not going to chase you down unless you're cute. But yeah, congratulations, Bob Cook. White Ice Tea's in here. Yo, DMS. What y'all really want? White Ice Tea, welcome, sir. Rainey's up in here. Wait, what is this? I wonder if DMS will talk about his friend getting full-blown murder charges against him for shanking a kid at the track meet. Oh, you're talking about our buddy. What is that guy's name? Carmelo Anthony. That's what it is. Yeah. What he got? He full-blown murder charges against him. We'll see how that plays out in court, Rainey. He'll have his day in court. That judge is going to say, what? That white kid told you what? I'd have stabbed him too. That's what the judge is going to say. Or maybe I am completely retarded. Eatmore's up in here. What's up, Eatmore? Guys, my brain is not working properly. I know that's normal for this stream, but it's extra bad tonight. Stacy G's up in here. What's up? What's up? Good looking Bangaroo straw. Because it was basically Brokeback Mountain. But we call it bareback mounting, is what we call it. Scott Starbird's up in here. What's up, Scott? The horn on the saddle, you don't sit on that part. You're telling me this whole time I've been riding wrong. I'm a kept man. I'm not looking for any gentleman callers. Thank you, Rainey. Yeah, so Rainey, that's funny you say that, because I looked it up and that's what I told my buddy. He's like, because I only had my blue jeans. I'll show you guys a picture. I'll pull it up somewhere. I'll put it on the gram or something. But yeah, so I had my boots on with blue jeans, but they were tucked in. That's what they said. Basically, if you're working or, sometimes like rodeo bareback riders, they will tuck them into the boots as well, because it actually keeps the jeans cleaner. Lube toppers, lube tossers. It could have been, honestly, guys. That's fair. That's very fair. Wait, what? Who's a what? What is what? Did Rainey, did you see my man? You guys think you know who my man is and stuff. It's funny. It's so funny. I'm playing a character, guys. That's just a friend of mine. Okay. Airport video. No, the Fat Pig's talking about the first airport video. That one, the audio actually worked. I don't know what the fuck happened to my phone, that going live, it doesn't work properly with the audio, but it worked fine that other day. I think it's the Denver airport, guys, honestly. Rainy. So the Fat Pig, not that I don't care. I don't care what you guys think. I mean, I'm playing a gay character, so I guess I should allow for the possibility that you guys think that I get stuff put in my butt, when really that's not the case. But it's okay. I don't care. I'll totally look, if that's what happens to me like several times a week or something. You guys should know I have. How could you guys picture me having any problem with owning that? The Fat Pig is on this. He has this conspiracy theory that I'm the bottom and my buddy is the top in the relationship. He thinks he knows. I don't know why you guys think, like, what part of me, the way that I am on this stream and just in general in life, what makes you think that I would hide that and I wouldn't use that as like a point of, a fact to make jokes about, or, a funny angle? How the Fat Pig, I don't see how you see me as like that as a person, that you think I wouldn't just be like, yeah, guys, so I was getting fucked in the ass last night and I had to fart or something, who knows what I would say if that was happening to me, like, often. And thanks to the gay talk, we just lost some viewers. Thanks a lot, Fat Pig. So I tell you guys, I have to keep that at a minimum. I like to start the stream off sounding a little bit gay, talk about edging you guys and whatever, and then we move on, okay? We talk about other stuff. He smacks DMS around. You guys have no idea. DMS is the femme, and my man is the dom. The Fat Pig literally has no idea. A Fat Pig, I could send you a video tonight proving that I am not the one on bottom. I won't send it to you tonight. I know you would literally only jerk off to that video for the rest of your life, okay? But look, think what you want, fat pig. It's funnier that way. Inbound Realty, Hinstar's up in here. What's up? Thank you, sir. Sexy hat. Yeah. My butt buddy bought it for me after he fucked me in the ass. That's a joke. Oh, man. Guys, I have so much footage to show you guys. We got to get on to the Liver King stuff because I really don't want to be on here super late. I actually got to go back over to my friend's house. And he's actually starting a brand new job tomorrow. He got the job today, our first day back into Tampa, and he got a brand new job. Really, really good pay. Really good pay. And whatever, he starts tomorrow. So I'm not going to have as much time to hang with him and stuff. So I was going to go over just to at least smoke with him tonight for a little bit. By the way, we were out in Wyoming, and they have guys. My buddy warned me. He said, "Look, bro, you don't need to worry about bringing weed to Wyoming. Okay, you don't even need to worry about that because they have weed out there." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "It's buds, and it gets you high, but it's not just regular THC." And I'm like, guys, I lived through the era. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the fucking the sprayed stuff. They I think they called it K2, and there's a various different names they had for the stuff you'd get at gas stations where it was herbs that was sprayed with like cannabinoids or something. And the earlier versions of this stuff were actually good. It would get you a little buzz, and no one was like eating people's faces off or anything like that. It was all good. And then when the government actually started to crack down on this K2, the gas station weed in Florida, then they started reworking the formula or the molecular structure of the active compound, and basically to make it something similar, but that would fly under the radar of being detected, because now it's a brand new substance. You have to pass a new law to ban this new substance they just made. When they started that cat and mouse game, that's when it seemed like people started having weird reactions to that stuff. Anyway, that's what I pictured when my buddy's telling me, yeah, bro, they have weed at the head shops, but it's different weed and it gets you high. I'm like, that sounds like bullshit, but okay, whatever. I was like, I'm not even going to, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to stress too much about that. I'm bringing my pipe tobacco and I'm bringing my fucking nicotine toothpick things and whatever. And I'm like, I'm not going to just be worried the whole time about smoking, whatever. Bro, this weed that they sell, it's number one. My buddy didn't really, he explained it to me okay, but not really well. Oh, Big E is up in here. Did I say that already? What's up, bro? Thanks for joining us, Big E. My audio was fucked up last time I saw you in here. But anyway, yeah, so this stuff at the gas station, it's THCA. THCA. It looks like regular nugs of weed. It looks like real weed. It is real weed, I guess. But it's this stuff THCA that actually when you smoke it or vape it, when you heat it up, it converts it into THC. So it's this weird legal gray area where they sell this stuff. Guys, this shit, they sell these pre-rolls, these Casper pre-rolls they had here that were fucking mind-blowing. Dude, I'm getting way too much into the Casper stuff because I really wanted to I have a bunch of footage. I wanted to edit a full sort of video together and break it down on here to sort of explain my trip and stuff. There's so much to talk about, guys. It was just, Wyoming is just so full of interesting shit. If you are, if you have some kind of standards like me on what's interesting. I like geology and fucking they got all kinds of dinosaur shit. There's so many fucking fossils that they've supposedly found out in like Wyoming and Utah and stuff. I didn't really realize like how abundant the fossils seem to be out there. There's so many that they find. But yeah, guys, it's just so crazy. There's all these different fucking rock formations and stuff. And you guys know I'm into, not so much megalithic buildings or anything like structures like that seem human made out there, but there's just large rock structures and stuff that are just so insane that they're just out there standing. It's fucking nuts, man. It's so I got so much cool footage to show you guys. It looks insane. There you go, Bob Cook. DMS is only gay up front and straight in the back. You do call yourself a twink. That doesn't signify who's on top or who. There's some people that are aggressive, masculine twinks. Not that that's me, but twink doesn't necessarily mean you're on bottom. Yeah, I've tried butt stuff. I'd be, speaking from ignorance had I not at least tried butt stuff. And with the my current and same butt buddy I've had for a long time. Yeah, I've done butt stuff, but it's just not like, I don't know. It's not something like I'm after, really. If someone else is really after it more than they're after the D, then maybe if they're lucky they can get it, which has happened like a couple times. But I'm almost exclusively a top. I mean, it's been like, guys, it's been years since anybody's. You know what? Let's move on. Jeff Cron's in here. What's up, bro? I'm back. I'm bareback. Dutch Duke. What's up, guys? Fuck, let me catch up to the chat. Fuck, I'm way behind. Gene Lasker's in here. What's up? What's up? Hey, Steve, I'm going live tomorrow morning. This is isn't this APW, right? Or am I crazy? Where are you going live from? On this on YouTube? Holyoke Joe's up in here. I used to love. You mean Mike's Hard Lemonade? You always sneak weed on the plane. Dude, so this is the thing. We bought just enough of this. Well, we tried to buy just enough of this THCA weed that's out there so that we didn't have any left over. That didn't work out. We were pretty close though. We had to throw out like it was like a couple grams, something like that. So, but yeah, and I was telling my buddy, I was like, dude, I even looked it up a little and stuff and was like, from everything I've ever heard and read, it's pretty much like TSA is not looking for drugs. That's like they're basically they're looking for some fucking explosive or a water bottle that's too big. That's what their job is. That's basically all they're fucking doing. My buddy, I actually brought my pipe and tobacco and a lighter. I brought that to Wyoming, but I had it in my checked bag with my firearm. They let you're allowed to ship a firearm in your checked bag. You just got to declare it. But, so I flew this in my checked bag to Wyoming with the lighter and my tobacco. And on the way back, I just had it in my carry-on, not my checked bag. They did not give a fuck. My buddy was like, dude, you can't bring a lighter on the plane. I was like, bro, I watched a video of someone smoking a cigarette on a plane like not that long ago. This fucking white trash dirtbag looking fucking guy just lit a cigarette up on a plane like an absolute degen. But yeah, anyway, yeah, they're not like they're strict with some stuff, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I could get weed out to Wyoming without a problem. But that's the thing is honestly, that stuff that they have out there is good enough that you don't even need to risk it. I think it's legal here in Florida, but I don't need to get something from a gas station, but I think I am going to go try. I'm going to see if they have it at head shops because I haven't even been to a head shop in so long. But anyway, guys, I'm off, way off on a tangent. Truth revealed up in here. When are you going to find? When are going to find out if Charlie got arrested? Those are fake calls. Oh, Michael Earl's up in here too. Man, I have not kept track of the newest Kenneth Kimberlin, whatever Charlie brings in the money. Why would you arrest him? Don's in here. What's up, Don Ferguson? Oh, first stream back in Tampa, guys. First stream. I'm telling you, my head's not right. I don't know what's going on. I think it's honestly from the fucking torture of a plane ride that I had back to Tampa. Unreal. OBW's up in here. What's up? What's up? Let's go. Yeah, good point. Let's go. All right, let's check out this Liver King shit. Nice trip. Dude, I need a debate with a fat pig. No thanks. A debate over whether I get butt fucked sounds like a lot of fun to argue with the fat pig about. Yeah, the trip, Donald Ferguson, the trip was fucking awesome, guys. I can't wait to show. I'll show you guys a couple things on here, but let's get to that after. Let's sandwich this liver in the middle of this Wyoming sandwich. I wanted to see what the MSM says about this. All right, let me get you guys over to this tab with me. Probably the mustache making your pH balance off. Bro, I've had this mustache for a while. I'm pretty sure I just need sleep, guys. Our flight was so delayed coming back. We were supposed to be here 11. I got home at 6 a.m. this morning. I have not slept. I've had like 2 hours of sleep. My head's fucked up. Truth revealed. I gets banned in chat for asking about things they don't want to talk about. Is this Charlie in my chat? Guys, is this Charlie? Who is this? Truth revealed. Yeah, that's not red-eyed. That's black-eyed, bro. I was appalled at our plane ride. It was fucked up, man. It was fucked up. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna get you guys over here. New York Post. So this is from 23 hours ago. Haggard looking Liver King. Guys, you know, if anything, this is like having a prime example of what happens to you when you're a crazy person eating raw fucking liver and lying about taking testosterone and growth and whatever the fuck else he was taking. This is what it turns you into, just an absolute haggard. He also looks like Hagrid from Harry Potter. Haggard-looking Liver King seen in new mugshot after arrest for terroristic threat against Joe Rogan. So I'll take you guys with me back over to his Instagram because his Instagram is still active and he's got more videos and stuff. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. This motherfucker.
you, Joe Rogan. All caps, to get it right. This is important. What's happening is really important.
Guys, hold on 1 second. I gotta fix. Oh, here we go. Aha, fixed it. Okay. Let's go back to this.
No. Okay.
Fitness influencer and fraudster. So how did this, I don't even remember how this beef, this liver beef started. Which, by the way, this guy could probably rip Joe Rogan's head off. I wouldn't be surprised. Even though he's an absolutely, I mean, he looks methed out. Besides the fact that he's still fucking huge. He's ripped. I mean, look at that. Look at that. He could probably kill Joe Rogan for real. But, yeah, man, I don't know. This guy's head is all fucked up.
You, Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, how it started. I if I were to guess, I don't remember exactly. I think Joe Rogan made some comments about, Joe Rogan I've heard him myself make jokes about the Liver King and how he's a fraud and he takes whatever. And then this is the thing, is like a bunch of people, including Joe Rogan, were saying for a while, like, oh, this guy's a fucking liar, bro. He's telling you guys to just eat fucking liver to get as big and ripped as he is. And he's definitely on some kind of cycle of test, HGH, fucking roids, whatever. And everybody suspected it, and everyone was right. And for some reason, it seems like he's mad at Joe Rogan about that. I don't know. Maybe because he has like the #1 podcast. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Disgraced influencer Liver King arrested after picking fight with Joe Rogan in unhinged post.
Caps, all caps, to get it right. This is important. What's happening is really important. Okay, let's go. Oh, we do. Okay, we're going to put handcuffs on. Can I give them?
So this fucking psycho traveled to Texas to fight Joe Rogan. Now, if you guys know this, you may be familiar, since we do talk about him on this stream, and that is Samuel Hyde. Also, I think, threatened Joe Rogan. I don't remember what happened, but you guys remember that? Sam Hyde was kind of harassing Joe Rogan a little bit for a while there, trying to get on Joe's show, and Joe wasn't having it. Now, once in a while, you actually hear Joe and his buddies bring up Sam Hyde on his podcast, but they still haven't had him on. Which, by the way, if Joe Rogan's having fucking Bernie Sanders' fucking pile of wrinkled skin in that studio, he should at bare minimum have Sam Hyde up in there. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Joe, get it together.
Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Welcome.
Minutes before his arrest, Johnson is seen frantically pacing around the living room with meditation music playing, talking about going to prison and fighting Joe Rogan. Bro, what is this? What is this guy on? That's not just the liver fucking his head up, right? I mean, is this a known side effect of taking steroids or something? You lose your fucking marbles?
Texas fighting tension. Real. Got it. The alarm's going off. Well, it's just in the car then? Okay. I don't need that. I leave that here. I'll leave that here.
Hold on. What does this say? The 47-year-old faces a misdemeanor charge of making a terroristic threat. How is a terrorist threat a misdemeanor? Someone tell me, what the fuck? How is terrorism a misdemeanor? I need to get out there and start fucking with people. If it's literally a misdemeanor for me to say I'm going to go fucking cut someone's head off, I'm going to start talking a lot more shit. Look at Joe. He's scared. It's unclear if the UFC commentator was the reason Johnson was arrested. What, are you kidding me? Joe Rogan runs Austin.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you.
Bro, look at this guy. This is the same shit that the black dudes were wearing in the Kanye Heil You Know Who video. They might have actually borrowed this from the Liver King.
Yeah. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you.
Whoa, man. Honestly, I think this guy could just pound for pound, no weapons involved. This guy could probably kill Joe Rogan. But just given reality and life, I think Joe Rogan would put about 10 arrows in this guy's fucking one eye socket. This guy almost senselessly died in Texas. But thankfully, the cops stepped in. Aha! So here we go. Yeah, he discussed Johnson's steroid use on his podcast. And that was back when the Liver King was saying he was natty. You do know Joe Rogan can fight. Yeah, I do. But I don't know. Dude, honestly, I'm just being real, and I don't think Joe Rogan, and welcome to the stream. If you're new, I'm not sure I recognize the name, Drew, but welcome. We just get in here, we edge each other all night, we get frothy. Thanks for joining us. So, but yeah, I know he can fight. I've seen, the videos of his back kicks and stuff, hitting the bag, and yeah, I've seen that that Joe can fight. I just don't, and I'm not even trying to be a dick when I say this. I know Joe Rogan is short, and I'm allowed to call him out for that because I am also 5'7", okay? I got a little bit of muscle. I'm not big. Joe Rogan's definitely bigger than me. I weigh like 140. I'm a little twink, okay? Oh, thanks, bro. Just subbed. I appreciate it. Yeah, and by the way, after the stream, check out my channel and my Twitter. I got parody songs and stuff too. I got a P. Diddy parody song, and I do parody stuff. That's kind of why there's other people in my chat. I do some stuff for this other show called the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. It's the Bubba Army channel on YouTube. But yeah, I started my my content stuff by doing songs for their show, and now I kind of do my own stuff. I still like to provide stuff for Bubba, but yeah, I got parody songs on my own channel here, and I got a Kanye West parody that got deleted from YouTube. It's really good. It's got like 60K views on Twitter, which is good for me. So, but yeah, thanks for Kevin Gable's up in here. What's up, bro? Thanks for joining on the Facebook. So Joe's the defamation king now. Bro, I don't what do you mean? Is he suing? Joe is a black belt. Yes, I know this. And the Liver King knows this too. But I don't know. Liver King looks pretty big, and I get it. Jiu-jitsu is probably one of the ideal fighting styles that you'd want if it's a one-on-one fight, number one, and if the other person is bigger than you, possibly stronger. Jiu-jitsu is probably your best bet in that situation. But I don't know how much, being like, how tall is Joe? I'm not even trying to be a dick. What is he, 5'7", 5'6"? I thought I looked this up before, and they said Joe is shorter than me, which is surprising. But anyway, however big he is, he doesn't look as swole as this guy, even though this guy's brain is fucking rotted. He looks huge. He looks fucking huge. Joe looks big and he's muscly, but he's not like as big as this guy. I don't know. The fight's not going to happen. Okay, guys. So anybody can say whatever the fuck you want to say. There's no way to even test this. I would love to see them fight. But I think that's just a road Joe Rogan's not going to go down, is having random influencers fight him, unless he literally is like in it just for the money and it's a fake fight, possibly even. I don't know that he would do that, but I'm just saying, I don't see Joe Rogan making this a habit out of other people that want to challenge him, and he just takes other random influencers who are kind of muscly and are completely crazy. I'll take all of you one by one. Just email me or just stalk me for a little while. That's just, he's not gonna. He's basically endorsing that if he takes the fight. So it's not gonna happen. Let me get back to this video here. Okay. He says his diet consisted of animal liver, testicles, and fertilized chicken eggs. I have a somewhat similar diet. minus the animal liver and fertilized chicken eggs. And claimed that his physique is the result of his outrageous workout routines. Yeah. However, it was later revealed he misled the public after leaked emails showed he was spending $11,000 a month. Like, what? $11,000 a month. He must, how much fucking dough do you have to be rolling in to spend $11,000 per month just to inflate your ego? And so people will go, wow, you're big, dude. Look how you're fucking ripped, bro. $11,000 a month. So a few people tell you how ripped you are. Holy shit. I thought I was insecure. That's a whole nother level.
The last 15.
Am I going to get flagged for what is it? They're showing people injecting stuff? Come on. Johnson was featured in the Netflix documentary Untold, The Liver King, about how he created his social media and supplement empire. Dear God. People heard how much Alex Jones was making when he got sued by the fucking, whatever that's. I wouldn't even, if I could remember that Sandy Captain Hook victims, once he got sued by them, everybody figured out Alex Jones makes $1 trillion per day on selling supplements. So now everybody sells fucking supplements, seaweed, fucking shilajit bullshit.
Of those years, I've been living an ancestral lifestyle.
Look at this fucking Joker. God damn, guys.
We have videos with hundreds of millions of views. Primals. That felt like a new level.
Bro, the way his stomach looks too, that's like kind of a red flag. I don't know, to me, when people have like sort of like a big belly that comes out, but it's abs, but they're like distended out, that's like that's a sign that you're using something more than supplements. I'll say that. $11,000 per ego stroke. Drew said putting a trained fight in with an untrained is I think I know what you're saying there. Anybody who didn't know the liver queen was on juice needs to wake up. No, bro. I mean, the thing is, I think some people actually like had hope that was possible. Some people really, I think, had hope because, I mean, dude, people don't especially people who don't really work out or haven't done it that long. People don't realize like how difficult it is to look anywhere near like what that guy looked like or looks like. His face looks fucked up. Now, I don't think anybody wants to look like him in the face for sure, but yeah, I think there's definitely younger people who thought like, oh, dude, maybe. I mean, he's fucking huge and the stuff he eats is just straight meat. You know, you are what you eat. You're just eating fucking testicles and liver and meat all day, right? People don't know. Let me see. Let me go back on the. Okay, I'm gonna. Does anybody break down what's going on with this tab? What are you doing? No. Joe Rogan's response. So I heard he did respond, but I didn't see what he said. Joe Rogan responds to Liver King disturbing threats. Look at this. Who the fuck wants a build like this? Guys, no one should be looking to achieve this. This is like, you know, deformity right here. Who does this look good to? Jogan responds to Liver King's disturbing message. One blunt message statement originally appeared on Men's Fitness. Brian Johnson, better known to Liver King, has been released from jail after making terrorist. We're going to look at some of his latest videos, guys, because he is out of jail and he's still posting stuff. Now he's doubling down. Terroristic threats to fight Joe. He got released. Now he's doubling down. Johnson has booked into the Travis County Jail. Was booked, into the Travis County Jail at 8:31 p.m. on Tuesday, June 24th, facing one charge of terroristic threat, which apparently is a misdemeanor. So, guys, if you feel like threatening people, just go do it because the charges are very light. You just get a little slap on the wrist. They let you right out. It all started earlier this week when Johnson began posting unhinged Instagram reels. I love that. Unhinged. I stole that. I say that all the time. I stole that from Destiny. I love that. I love that word. Unhinged. This guy's fucking unhinged. It's true. His arrest came shortly after he traveled to Austin, Texas, to apparently seek out Joe Rogan to brawl. Good God. It's a fully grown man-child. Johnson didn't spend too much time in police custody, but now that he's out, he's back to posting about his intentions to fight the popular podcast host. We're going to go somewhere today here in Austin. If anybody knows where, Seth Rogen's, the other version of him that rhymes with blow. If anyone knows where his family is going to be today, if you could let my team know so that we can stay within 200 yards, not close to them, to stay away from them. He says, dude, what a fucking weirdo. Dude, you're a fully grown man who got caught lying about what supplements you take. And that was enough to ruin your career. He looks like a kneecap with eyes, bro. He looks like several kneecaps just like pushed together. He looks like a thalidomide baby that like grew up. Calling now if that's cool. Who the fuck? What are you calling about? What do you want to debate me on the Liver King? You just want to degrade me. You don't even want to debate me. You just want to talk down to me, and I won't have it. But yes, I have Instagram up. Okay, so this guy's been flipping out. He's still threatening. We're going to take a look at his videos because that's funny. I saw, and I didn't watch, try to really read between the lines, but I saw a video and he said something. about trying to find Joe Rogan, and he goes, "Oh, I mean, not that guy, Seth Rogen." Johnson also says he's been ordered to undergo psychiatric evals. That's good. This week, which will continue on a monthly basis. He also is wearing an ankle monitor. So far, Rogan has kept his distance from the drama and hasn't made any public comments about the one-sided incident, but according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, those sons of bitches. Oh, here we go. Now we got a fat pig coming in here to fuck with me. Hold on, let me get to this tab so that I can hang up on this person. Welcome. My hat's better.
No. Yours is store-bought. This is man-made.
A man made this hat. I bought it at the store, though.
Yeah, but I got a cigarette and you got a pipe.
Yeah, so that also means I'm cooler. And you should see the display for the stream. There's 2 of me and there's only 1 of you, so you're outnumbered, bitch. You're also smaller.
Very good. Your boyfriend's not.
Boyfriend sounds very juvenile.
I can't picture you fucking him. I can only picture him fucking you.
Why are you trying to picture these things?
Well, no, I just saw him. He's like a big dude. He took charge of the situation. He had a big beard and he was like, okay, we're going to Starbucks. And you were like, okay. I figured he was the one dropping the D. My assumption.
We could go back and watch that
stream. Rainey knows what I'm talking about.
Did not happen. And that doesn't matter. What? Because he told me he's getting Starbucks. I didn't get no Starbucks.
He said we're going to Starbucks, and you said, "Oh, he's getting upset. I'm just going to do what he says."
Yeah, you would.
And then when he stood up on the plane, he was about that much bigger than you.
He's only a
big old beard.
He's only a.
I just think that'd be very awkward seeing you doing him opposed to the opposite. Because you always call yourself a twink. That's what Rainey said, is that, the twink is usually the more effeminate.
Twink is really, when I say twink about myself, I only mean that in my build, my body type, really.
Right, relevant to body size. Yeah, I get that. So what'd you think about how last time I toasted you on a debate, your boy you stuck up for is getting charged with first-degree murder, like I said?
Yeah, I didn't say he wasn't going to get charged. I just said I said he probably will go to jail. I'm not exactly sure. It really depends. We're going to get into another goddamn debate about Carmelo Anthony. I'm fucking done with you, bitch. I schooled your ass. Your ass is still red from the way I fucking spanked you. No, so if I remember correctly, what I was saying is, yeah, he's going to be charged, but it's going to come down to, like I said, he kind of said too much by saying that, he disrespected me, so whatever. That doesn't sound good. Just because someone disrespects you, you can't stab them, and that's kind of what it sounded like. He was justifying it in that way. But I said, however, the Austin Metcalf guy had he not stabbed that guy, Austin Metcalf would have been the one in trouble because he put hands on somebody first.
Yeah, but it's like I told you with the intent when he made that reference to him. He said, touch me and see what happens. And then he stabbed him in the chest.
After he got touched.
No, he said, touch me, see what happens with his hand in the book bag.
Yeah.
Then he stabbed the white dude in the chest.
After the white dude put his hands on him. There isn't even any debate on whether he got hands put on him. It's just a debate as to whether it was a push or just tried to grab him and move him, but I don't think there's a debate over the fact of him being physically touched.
So when Enrique says, if you touch me, I'm going to put my dick up your ass, and then you get surprised, you're not shocked by that?
Wait, what?
Sorry.
Run that by me again. No. I like the analogy. I just make it more clear for me.
I said when Enrique says, if you touch me again, I'm going to put my dick up your ass.
I wouldn't be surprised if I got a dick up my ass. No, you fucking retard. Would you? That's because you're more like Austin Metcalf, okay? I'm the Carmelo.
Sorry, he just seemed like an Enrique.
Yeah. Oh, God, this hat is taking over. I'm way too feisty with this hat.
Oh, and you got that damn pipe gimmick going. It's ridiculous.
It's actually nice. It really is. And I'm only smoking.
What are you smoking that peach bullshit?
What?
What are you smoking that peach bullshit?
Peach? No, this is what is this? Jamaican rum.
Oh. Does it get you drunk?
Honestly, if I inhale on this, it will make me feel fucked up, but I don't really inhale it. When I first started the pipe, I kind of did breathe a little more in, and now I actually realize like you do get a buzz without even inhaling a puff of it. It just gets all up in your head.
Yeah, I just drink for the taste. Smoking the same way.
I drink cum for the taste.
That's fucking disgusting.
You were thinking it. So what did you want to debate me on the Liver King? What? You think people should be allowed to use steroids and hunt down Joe Rogan? I agree with you there. What are we going to debate about?
Well, no, I mean, that whole gimmick I hadn't looked much into. I think that's a little overblown. No, I just, I honestly, I couldn't stop laughing after me and Rainey were talking, and I had to go dig this cowboy hat out of the closet and call you up just to bust your balls.
Yeah, well, yours looks like it's been in the closet where you've been hiding. Mine looks like it hasn't been in the closet because I'm not.
Very good, Stephen. That's very funny.
You've been in the closet with that hat too long there.
I know. Trapped in there with R. Kelly.
And Kanye. Because you know that I'm a gay fish.
Yeah. Well, so your trip was good?
Dude, it was incredible. That it was well, number one, I'm back in Tampa and nothing even seems the same. It's so weird. And I know it's partly because I haven't had sleep, but everything looks different. It's so crazy. Like we were only there for a little over a week and it felt like a month. Like when I was thinking about the stuff we did on the first day out there, I was like, whoa, that feels like a month ago or something. Like I don't know. But dude, it was just incredible. We were on the road a lot, but we went to see some really cool shit. I did get to see Crazy Horse and the fucking Mount Rushmore. We went to South Dakota for that.
You see the Devil's Peak gimmick and all that?
The Devil's Tower?
Devil's Peak or whatever the fuck they call it.
Well, I don't know about
South Dakota.
So I forget.
I thought you made a video of it.
Devil's Peak? I don't know. So there are so part of the thing, part of the reason I'm letting my buddy tell me where to go in the airport and stuff is because he has been out there a few times. He really knows this area more, and he's been through the Denver airport a few times too. So I was just following him around. But yeah, so he is more familiar with this area, but I know I'm forgetting where it's like it's starting to blur even, but I have it, I have a lot of the journey recorded and the cool parts and whatever. But yeah, there's the Devil's Tower. Then there's also Hell's Half Acre, which is cool. We went to those one day after.
Oh, maybe that's what it was, the tower, not the peak.
Yeah. Fucking dude, Devil's Tower was fucking awesome, man. It was a lot of people there, not overcrowded. We did get like a few moments when there wasn't anybody around, and we actually smoked a pipe in there and stuff, which you're not supposed to do. But yeah, and then we came out of there, and it kind of, if you can see in that the rainbow picture thing I posted, there's like a dark cloud, and so people saw that coming, and everybody kind of left. So there was like no one at the tower anymore, and there was this observation like hill kind of thing that's next to Devil's Tower, and there's a bench up there for you to sit on and whatever. And so we went up to this observation area to smoke, and there was like 2 other cars that were parked in this area. So it was like everybody except for like 4 or 5 other people had left because of this rain cloud. And then once the rain cloud passed over, it made a fucking rainbow going to the top of Devil's Tower. It was just like the craziest. I couldn't believe it. It was just fucking nuts. And dude, we actually, both of us fucking cried. I know that sounds so gay, but my buddy lost his dad, and I think I mentioned that before, and he took his dad's ashes to Devil's Tower. Some of them he left there at Devil's Tower.
Oh, so y'all scattered ashes when you're up there?
What?
I said, so y'all were scattering his ashes when you were up there?
Well, no. He did that last time he went. When he went in the winter, yeah. And it looked completely different. Everything was so covered in snow, like you couldn't even tell where you're supposed to walk or whatever. There's like, they have a pathway, different pathways to go around the tower. Oh, Brian from Philly's up in the chat. What's up, dude? Thanks for joining us. What's up? Took on a Hummel on a tour of Philly recently. Oh, really? That's funny.
No comment.
Brian from Philly, you're the GOAT. Thank you, sir. He said I'm the GOAT. You're also the GOAT, Brian. Yeah, Brian, I don't. Huh?
I'm the fucking GOAT.
You're the pig. You're not the fat goat. You're the fat pig.
The big goat. Come on, Meow. Who else would pick up a fucking cowboy hat and come on your stream to give you extra content? And I asked, this is what the people wanted, Steven.
This is what one person wanted in the chat.
Fuck you.
To be fair, that's a fairly large percentage of my chats. Unfortunately, those are the kind of numbers we're working with. Oh, what's his name? Damn it, I scrolled past this. I did kind of read it. Where'd it go? Oh, Drew, thank you for the sub and thanks for joining us, bro. I appreciate it. He said right am off. Good night, gentlemen. 2 a.m. here. Jesus, go to sleep. Watch the rest of this later. Go to sleep. I don't know where I haven't checked. I don't know where my numbers are, but I do see I got like decent numbers tonight, so that's good. Brian from Philly, I appreciate it. Brian says he likes my hat. Haven't seen a comment about him liking your hat, Fat Pig.
Okay, well, that's what you need. The poll is whose hat is better.
I'll be looking for that comment in here. I swear to God, I'll read it out as soon as I see it. I'm not seeing it. Oh fuck. I love you, man. I do. That's funny. No, but for real, they had at Lou Taubert's, they had hats that were similar to that. Let me put you up bigger, blow you up.
Oh, you're gonna blow me.
Is that like a straw type hat?
Yeah.
But it's like woven together well.
Yeah, but this is like 12 years worth of work.
So they had hats that were similar to that, and I almost got one like that because I actually my buddy took me there and was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you a hat and boots," and I'm just like, "Okay, whatever." And the first thing I think was like, I kind of, the hats that I've seen, I kind of like Maynard from Tool when he wears like a Western or a cowboy style hat. And it looks similar to yours. It's got a lot of shape to it. It's like, it's bent up and shaped and stuff. And I showed one of the guys at this Lou Taubert's place, which, it's the kind of store where they have these people on staff to like, the hat guy, there's the boot guy, there's this lady that sells, whatever. So you can't even, it's like, if you go looking for a hat, he's going to come up to you and be like, "Oh, you're looking for a hat. Let me help you look for a hat." And then try to tell you which hat to get. Anyway, so I showed him a picture of Maynard from Tool when he wears his like little country hat or whatever that he wears. And it looks similar to yours. And so he tried to get me to get this like, this one, it looks like yours, but it was actually too small for my head. And I was like, "Bro," I was trying to tell him like, it's too tight. And he's like, "Well, I'll go shape it. And if you don't like it, you can just put it back." And then I saw this one on the shelf and I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to get this one. I like it. The band on it isn't too weird. Some of them were too flashy and whatever." And so, I got this one. And then the guy came back with the other hat and showed it to me. And I was like, "Well, I do like how you shaped it, but it's too tight. And I think I like this one." And the guy, seriously, I had the hat and put it back on the rack, which he said I could do. And I turned around to talk to him and he had just walked away from me. He was like, "I'm fucking done with you." He's like, "I just went and heated up this hat and shaped it for you. And you don't want it. These fucking city slickers." Motherfucker told me I could just put it back. It didn't, after he shaped it, it wouldn't matter. And then he got mad and walked away. I'm like, "Fuck you, bitch."
After you buy it.
Huh?
Normally they will only steam it after you buy it and you break it in and then they steam it. But my aunt's husband does that shit. He buys, I don't know what brand it is, like Stetson or something. But he pays like $450 for a fucking hat like yours, and then he gets it steams, and he pays like an extra $150 to get it steamed. So like out the door, it's $600.
Damn. Yeah, they're expensive. My buddy got a new felt one. I forget what this is made out of, but this one wasn't. This was like in between. The straw hat was like 50 something. This one was like 150, and my buddy's hat was like a little under 300. He got like a pretty nice felt one.
Steve, I'm going to tell you something you always need to remember. This is not velvet. This is velveteen. A gentleman should always know the difference.
That sounds really gay.
It's from King of the Hill, you stupid fuck.
It's from what?
King of the Hill, the cartoon.
Oh, I do watch that. Oh, look at that. Brian from Philly sent me pictures. He really did go to Philly with Anna. That's funny. Brian from Philly, that is funny. I'm looking at the fucking picture right now. The two pictures you sent. That is really funny. I bet you guys had a good time though. She seems like she could be. Well, I have hung out with her. Anna is fun to hang out with. Not like, not outside of the BRN, but yeah. Yeah, Anna's fun. How do you know what? Never mind. I was gonna ask a question, but I'm not even gonna. Anyway,
shoot, go.
Not for you, for Brian, and about Anna, and yeah. Anyway,
No, Oh, I'd love to hear.
Liberty Bell, is that where you guys are at? Oh, okay. Brian, I have not and Fat Pig. I haven't flown in so long. Oh yeah, I'll text you, Brian. I'm not going to be on here super late. But yeah, guys, the trip was so crazy. I'm gonna work on editing this fucking video together so I can play this on here and sort of break down. Because like I said, I'm even losing track in my head of I kind of remember the order in which we did everything, but we, every single day was like a new adventure. We fucking, had to drive. We took a couple days of like not driving so far, but almost every day was at least like 6 hours of driving, bare minimum. So it was wild, but very worth it, dude. I don't know if you've been out there, Fat Pig, but it's just like, and they have, several of these spots are, they're government, it's what do they call it? Preserved forest, fucking whatever.
Nature preserve.
Yeah, like a lot of them are like they're preserved sites and whatnot, and they have they'll have like a plaque display thing. What's that?
It's a preserve. I can't remember the exact term.
Yeah,
Wildlife preserve or some shit like that.
Yeah, and a lot of national parks. Yeah, well, I think so. Yeah, a lot of them are national parks that we went to. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like we went to fucking Independence Rock. We went to, and that's like a spot that a bunch of fucking people passed, apparently to like, while exploring the West. And there's this engravement that's like on the side of the rock that's from 19 something, and it's like 1901 or some shit, and it's still barely there on this rock. It's funny. But dude, there's so much wildlife and everything. It really blew my mind a little bit and made me feel like Native Americans were right this whole time. Like, yeah, it's cool what the ideal of America, what it's turned into, the ideal of it is very, very cool and worth the effort of like trying to have a cool, technologically advancing capitalist society. That is a very, very cool idea. It really is. And it's worth risking, the land or nature to try to do something like that. But this trip, we stopped at all these stops that just it blew my mind. And a lot of them were talking about what percentages of the land were like wild habitat and the dwindling land and also animals that go with that and shit. And it was just it just made me see things from a whole different, I don't know. It just really made me feel like, wow, like it's really like that. There's plenty of open space out there, but it's kind of like it's government land, a lot of it. There's a lot of fucking the oil things pumping out there and stuff. A lot of the land is like farming or fucking fucking oil. There's just like so much shit going on. And it's crazy. Like, dude, when we went to the Tetons, we walked in there and saw bears within 5 minutes. It was fucking scary. I got a little video of a bear with its cubs, and it was like terrifying. There's this little French couple that were sitting having a picnic next to this river that's runs by the Tetons, and the bears just came up into the river, and these motherfuckers had wine glasses and were like running. And I was just like, bro, it's so crazy how I mean, how little habitat there kind of is that's like undisturbed. I'm surprised we saw fucking anything to an extent. I mean, it's just it's weird. It's really weird to see what little amount of space there is, or when they put it into perspective. Some of these, I think I have pictures of some of the things, the plaques and stuff, describing certain areas, how they had certain amounts of wildlife and whatever. And
With the open building, it's very common. I mean, even here, my address is Atlanta. I live in the suburbs within Metro Atlanta, but I have rabbits, squirrels, birds, possums. I've even had fucking turkey vultures in my yard. You know, but I've even had deer in my yard. But it's because we build on their land.
yeah, it's
You
stolen
know,
land.
I got property in North Carolina, and I see the same shit like you're talking about because it's rural and it's a little outside of Cherokee or whatever. But the way they preserve their land and the way they treat it, and, they're from the belief of the use of every part of the animal and nothing goes to waste and not to overdo anything. And they had it done the right way, but we had gunpowder.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't fucking know. It was really eye-opening. It was crazy. I'm glad I'm back, but part of me is really like, okay, I know the winters they got to be too miserable for me out there, so I don't know if I would really consider moving out there. But
I mean, the winters suck here, dude.
in Atlanta,
I mean,
you mean?
it snowed twice last year. It went below 30 like 18 times last year.
But it only snowed twice.
Yeah, we don't usually get snow. Whenever it drops that low, we get no precipitation. But hell, my fountain, it blew out the damn pump. It froze up. I had to buy a new fountain, rerun another hose, and it's a fucking nightmare.
I'm actually, hold on. Let me see if this will.
I feel like I'm very boring, and your chat is probably reflecting it. I can't see it.
I'm not reading the chat right now.
It's a spoof with a cowboy hat. This was for you, just so you know.
I really appreciate that. Trying to find this video. Bro, okay, so this was one thing that tripped me out too. We went to, it was on the way to the Tetons. So we got up early. One of the days, I forget which day it was, but we got up early, like 6 something, got ready, got on the road by like 7 something. And it was cold in Casper. It was like in the upper 30s or something, but it was like, I haven't experienced really cold or really hot anywhere else besides Florida, really, that I can in my adult life. So I wasn't used to the fucking what's it called? The lack of humidity. That was like a totally different thing. The cold feels less cold to me, and the hot feels less hot. It's, I guess, because of the water in the air or something. I don't know, but it was weird. We got up and it was cold, and then by the end of the day, it had reached, I mean, the high was like 80 or 80 something. It blew my mind, the range of temperature. But part of it is altitude too. I mean, it was weird when we started going up. I have a picture of, what is it? I'm at 10,000 feet on a mountain in this picture. There's a road sign there showing that you're at 10,000 feet. Let me see if I can find this. You're not gonna be able to see it, but I'll put this on my
Right.
Well, the thing is, the thing that tripped me out is we're driving to the Tetons, and then when you can actually see them, you can see them like way off in the distance at a certain point. And I was just surprised that there was fucking snow. I was really like mind blown that there's snow at the top of the mountain.
All the snow caps.
Bro, but I understand there are snow caps. I get that. But I had no idea that it could be like when you're at a lower altitude near a city, it's like not warm, but it's like 70 or 60 or something, and you don't even really need a jacket. And then you go up this mountain a little bit, and there's literally snow. I touched snow on the ground. I couldn't believe it, dude. I'm like, it's June. I couldn't believe it. And that I've only touched snow a couple times in my life, and this was one of them. And at one point we stopped for pictures somewhere. I don't know if I can find this quick enough, but we stopped for pictures.
Oh, Angel.
No, there wasn't that much on the ground. It was just like spots that barely kind of stayed out of the right angle for the sun to melt it and stuff.
Oh, so you can like do a whole snowman, and I know you had the pipe handy and the hat, but I guess you didn't have like the carrot and the piece of coal, and you know.
Brian from Philly saying even in August, Colorado has snow caps. Bro, I had no idea. That's not, I don't travel much.
Shit, you get Carolina.
Wait, what?
You can get that in North Carolina. And the way the smoke rolls down from the mountains, that's why they call them the Great Smoky Mountains. It gets so fucking cold in the morning when that cold air runs in, you can't see shit. You can't see 5 feet in front of your face.
Damn. Grando Reaper's up in here. What's up, bro? Bro, what was up with Liver King's eyes? Only one of them was dilated. What video are you talking about? All right, Fat Pig. Let me let you go because I'm gonna try to get into some more of the Liver King stuff, and then I'm gonna get out of here probably within the next like 10 minutes or something.
All right, thanks for having me. Sorry to waste the time. I was just
no. It was fun. It's nice to talk to you sometimes when I don't have to like school you on a debate. I like that when we can just have a friendly conversation.
School me? That's never happened, Steven.
All right, guys. That's really awkward. He doesn't know he was schooled, guys. How about that, chat?
Okay, go back to the stream and read the comments. All 60 of them that were in my favor.
Look at this little skibbity here. Thinks he won a debate. That's cute. I'm gonna hang up on this fool. Hey, I was gonna tell you one more thing.
What's that?
Boom, roasted. Oh, I love you, Fat Pig. Don't be mad. All right. Oh, that's funny. I got his ass. Fucking Adam Wiley does that to me all the time. Adam Wiley will be on the phone and he'll be like, hey, so such and such and such, and I'll start talking and he just hangs up on me. Fucking son of a bitch. And he's not even in the fucking chat right now. Scumbag, where are you? Boom, roasted. That was funny. All right, what were we? Yeah, so his Instagram. Let's go to Fat Pig. Get back in the chat. We're going to Liver King's Instagram, the crazy bastard. Oh, here we go. Let me get you guys. Yeah, that was the wrong tab. Here we go. Now you're with me. All right, so this is as of what? 19 hours ago. Crazy bastard has a working phone.
You're at the hotel, Four Seasons, and you don't have a real kitchen. It's a charlatan Liver King kitchen. And then, so where are the heating elements? You can ask for the hot box to stay back, but hey, hot box, what's going on? These are my candles, actually. These are my candles, and they won't even keep the hot box warm. And, even the sticks from outside those won't either. That's the ash on.
So he has a dog bowl with sticks in it. You bastard. I'm glad you're back in the. Did you figure out eventually what happened? Or no, you could see me on video, couldn't you? That's not a Four Seasons. He's at the wrong hotel, too. He broke into the wrong hotel. He's looking for Joe Rogan.
Under the eyes if you saw the video. And all the food that I wouldn't dare ever throw away because my Dobermans and I like to snack, and it's warm from what I did. But then you can also take the bones. You can put it in this heating element.
See, you know what the crazy thing is, guys, is that he's paying, what did it say? $11,000 per month. That's what that leaked email or whatever was, is $11,000 per month that he's paying to whatever fucking quack doctor is willingly giving him steroids or so. I don't know where he gets what he gets, but it's $11,000 a month. But on top of that, guys, he's eating bull testicles and like raw meat. Like, I wouldn't do either of those to look like this. I wouldn't eat bull testicles and raw meat every day. And I also wouldn't, not just because I can't afford, but also on principle, $11,000 per month to look like that. You're eating disgusting fucking animal parts and spending $11,000 a month just so a few people tell you look ripped.
That they usually have here. You can have this as a carrier, this kind of bone stuff, more bone broth. And then I like to have these ones. These ones are really good. I have 3 cases of these ones. Some of that coconut water, those electrolytes. And then I'll pepper in. Notes it doesn't matter, but that's a cool heating element. Don't go that high, because that high, it boils over real quick and it repeats unnecessary effort. The same effort to destroy a thing, boom. There's the same effort you could have reallocated. Opportunity costs so much more than that to something good and true. So Joe Rogan, the fight. I mean, not that guy. Official correction. Seth Rogen, you picked a fight. I've so many outs I've given you. It's unwinnable for both of us. It's not about that anymore. But Texas is an awesome, awesome state. You just came here,
Bro, is this actually like a real life crazy person that has Joe Rogan in his sights? Should he be scared? Joe Rogan is keeping a fucking bow with him wherever he goes now. Dude, this guy's like, what? I mean, what does he think Joe Rogan, like, Joe Rogan is one of 1 billion people that have talked about how you're a fucking joke. Why are you singling out Joe Rogan?
This is my state where I'm from. We do manly things here. Yeah, welcome to Texas.
We do manly things like pay $11,000 per month so that people tell us we look big.
I don't know if California would want you back, but I would. I would want you back. I don't want you to go. So I asked Texas to just have grace on you and your family. Have grace.
Let me blow it up more. Grando Reaper asking about his eyes. Hold on. Roid Rage. Bro, so Bob Cook, that's a good point, but I just thought, man, the roid rage as I know it is like someone maybe I really have a Hollywood idea, but I don't think so. I don't know why. I think I know what roid rage looks like, but for some reason, I don't think roid rage that I've heard about or whatever. I don't even remember specific examples of why I think I know what it looks like, but the examples I think I remember, people aren't generally like calm like this. This is like the weird thing is he doesn't seem angry at all. He just really seems like he's kind of off his rocker. Roy, it's messed up his brain. I guess, dude, is that supposed to be a side effect? I have no idea. I've never looked into roids or whatever. You know, I'm plenty happy looking. I like it, you know, being in like decent shape. I don't need to look this big. I've never looked into like how many steroids I need to take to just be a big fucking deformed freak.
Good and true. Comedy's awesome. At the expense of another person, to have their family to be received as less than the earnest, pure, innocent, strong barbarians and super barbarians, my queen, that they are. You know what they forgot to put in the Untold Truth movie? That my queen, my wife, she's a dentist. For over a decade, a long time, she would do full mouth reconstructions 12 to 14 hours a day. A doctor of dental surgery, a residency. Pretty smart she is, pretty smart. I, Liver King Brian Johnson, metaphor, wrote a thesis, college degree, born on the Naval Air Station, jumped military bases, stupid enough to get a college degree, writes a thesis on the chemical compositions and biochemical processes of dietary supplements in the human animal. They forget to say
this guy's fucking nuts.
That one. We did. And then I forgot to also say, hey, listen to me, my credentials, because that's a lie also. What we do is the truth. What we say is talk shit. An unwinnable fight, but good and true. United, we can do that. This is not for you or for you. King time.
Bro, this guy is lit, my dude. You know, this is scarier than Kanye, right? Does everybody agree with me on that? Kanye seems harmless. This is like, I feel like this is a bigger joke than how people interpreted the Kanye stuff. I feel like with other people, besides probably me and a lot of my chat and supporters, would probably think, oh, wow, this is nothing compared to Kanye. This is an actual crazy person who went. How far did this crazy freak travel to go fuck with Joe Rogan? Bro, Kanye is not chasing down Jewish people. This fucking freak, granted, he hasn't started praising Hitler. I guess that's a good thing. But this motherfucker is hunting people down. This is definitely worse than Kanye. See you, Rainey. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Everybody, if you do have to, and we are, I'll be closing out. So we're going to look at some more stuff on his page. But if you could, please hit the like button before you head out. If you could do it right now. Like now. Oh, for sure. Grano Reaper, good question. For sure, Kanye West. For sure. Dude, there's no, yeah. The Liver King or Kanye holding a knife next to me? Definitely Kanye. If Kanye stabbed me, I think he has more to lose than this fucking weirdo, right? Kanye's definitely, I don't know. I supplement business is really big these days, right? But I don't know if that compares with being Kanye. Bro, there's a couple of the let's look down at his page. Okay. So these are the ones since he's been arrested. Look here, he's running around like a monkey. He's got an ankle monitor. This is how he's gonna chase Joe Rogan down, because Joe Rogan is short. Joe Rogan's like 5'4". He's got to get down to Joe Rogan's level and chase him down like a fucking gorilla. Is he going to be in trouble for leaving his room? He got his ankle monitor here.
This one pound, what do we do? Lock it down.
Bro, what is that build? Bonkers, man. Holy fuck. What do we got? We're in Austin.
The almighty, powerful Son. Thank you, God, for right now. Santa Cruz.
Oh, this is brand new, 24 minutes ago. This wasn't up earlier when I looked.
My boys like to follow you. They say that you're doing some good and true in the world. Not like the first name rhymes with blow, last name rhymes with slogan.
Blow slogan.
Can't say it, copyright infringements, and put you in jail business. Good and true, my boys say that you do. And that you invited me to, I don't know what you're inviting me to, but my boys think you're fucking cool. Like, they say your name at dinner all the time. And then we laugh, and it's like, oh, you know, there's a feeling to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is feeling pretty fucking awesome.
Dude, Grando Reaper, you still in here? Bro. Dude, I did not see this in chat. I just paid attention. I was like, whoa, Grando said something about his eyes. I look, his right eye is dilated, but the other one's smaller. You're right. His pupils are different sizes. That's weird. I don't know what causes that. I don't know what kind of supplement / drug / ox testicle regimen you have to be on for it to fuck up your eyes like that.
Want to come to that party? And then,
bro, he eats raw meat and stuff. This motherfucker probably actually has brain worms.
And then I heard I got an invitation. My wife, my queen, just tells me right now, Striker Rat said this about Santa Cruz, Liver King, this thing. If you've given me an invitation, the answer is yes, 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 multiplied. I'm making a lot of videos this week, and then I'm not going to make videos again for a long time. Would you please come to Liver King Ranch or Liver King Lake House immediately? But it has to be within the next 7 days. So tomorrow, if that works, we should probably do that one. If tomorrow doesn't work, the day after or the day after, but it's got to be within the 12-day time block. Lock that down. Fist bump pound. Booyah. King time. The almighty, powerful.
Scammer time. Fraudster time. Fucking lying, dumbass, fully grown giant man-child time.
So it turns out we might be leaving Austin sooner than what we were hoping. Is it sooner than what you were hoping? How about you, Ash? Sooner? We might be leaving sooner. We got here on Monday. We were hoping to stay 12 days to be welcomed in the friendly state that I'm from. I love this state. What a great state, Texas.
Joe would put an arrow through each one of your dog's hearts.
This man, different from other states, the people, the laws, privileges, the rights, man. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be here.
The rights. I threatened to kill somebody and literally hunted them down, and I'm a free man. I fucking love Texas, man.
That's the feeling. Yeah. And look how relaxed my boys are. They like being here. Do you like being here, Mace? So we might be leaving. The goal was to come on Monday to pick a fight, a loving one. Again.
Yeah, so Grando, I agree with that. I don't know about meth. because there's one video, and maybe I'll pull it up here, that he does seem like he's shaking. I don't know if he did a cold plunge or something. I have no idea, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. And also the roid rage thing, right? I mean, doesn't he seem too calm in these videos? Bro, the roid rage in my head, for whatever reason I haven't memorized and I don't remember. It just feels like people get like uncontrollably pissed off is really what that looks like a lot of the time. Not someone that's roid raging, even though that could be the case. That really could. Or it could just be tied to the roids fucking his head up. Or it's parasites from eating. I mean, he's got a bunch of factors that are playing against him here. Poor guy.
Bookend it with love. Start with love, finish with love.
Starting to feel bad for him. It's like watching a retarded kid.
Mosh pit in the middle. Yeah. And then I was hoping that the jail thing and all that stuff would be the beautiful gifts that they were. They've been really good. And so now there's other deeper threats that are happening. And then deeper threats that, who should capitulate to that one? Like, it doesn't feel right.
Bro, am I going to end up on a Liver King kill list? Did this motherfucker taking notes of everybody that does a video about him?
United we should be, a family here in Texas, us Texans. That's what we do. Texans might be able to, like, raise their voice if you're invited to. Don't have to. You could do that, but they want me to. I'll probably end up leaving today. On the way out at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be at the Capitol with my family. My family. These are my dogs, part of my family. And my boys, they went back home because they want to be on the lake. It's summertime for them. It's like, boys, you should go. Get out of here. This is not your fight.
Boys, get out of here. I'm going to go die trying to fight Joe Rogan. I'm going to get killed by cops because I want to fight Joe Rogan so bad. You guys head on home.
This is my fight. Does anybody know what it's like to be bullied? Like, really bullied for a long time? So much so that you don't think that the world would be a great place with you in it. That's not happening to me now.
Whoa, guys, I didn't watch this yet. Is he actually trying to do like, self-deletion by cop? Imagine having an ego as big. Yeah, bro, imagine I couldn't afford it. I can't even afford to imagine spending $11,000 a month on roids and fucking bullshit.
But I did those years of my life. I call those Little Brian years. That's actually what they called me, Little Brian. That was my name. Little Brian, and there was a Big Brian, who was the neighbor, and there was a middle. So it turns out we might be.
Bro, the video cut. This guy's fucking whacked.
Okay, I had to delete a bunch of videos because we ran out of storage. So we're winding down our time. If you know what it feels like to be bullied, it's just not a good feeling. And when you watch somebody else get bullied and there's something you could have done about it.
He thinks he got bullied by Joe Rogan. This is a fully grown man who is saying a smaller man bullied him.
That's not a good feeling either. And so what happens is I'm here in Austin for one word, family. That's the real reason why I'm here. Because a bully who thought he was big enough to say things about a man and then try and circulate and get more people to pile on. You forgot how that would affect the family. And then things that weren't true were then disseminated in a movie. Millions of people, now people that my family and I, we go to places, they receive us thinking that we're that version. You forgot to share that my wife is actually a doctor of dental surgery, that I wrote a thesis that I did things in biochemistry, chemistry, and biology.
Bro, he is really taunting that thesis. That's the one thing he ever did. And by the way, if you haven't heard, his wife is a dentist. Very, very impressive.
That's what I did. He forgot to tell the whole truth and were received as like a lesser version. Me, I don't care about me, family, Striker, Rat, Sack, my queen. The dentist, what she did for as long as she did it, the amount of people that she helped to be received with a lesser version, and then the big bullying guy, what happened to him? Nothing. Well, you don't really get away from it, So came here for one reason: family. That's the principle of the matter.
Bro, this guy is crazy. Let me pull up this. There's this one video of Rogan talking about him on the. Well, there's several instances where Rogan has brought him up on his podcast. But I saw one earlier today. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Should be right in my history. Okay, here we go. So this is about, I guess, Liver King has assistants or people. He has like employees. I don't know who the fuck. And they were like coming up to Rogan. Hold on.
Me in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of my security guards stopped him. He was like, "I'm a producer for the Liver King." I'm like, "Produce? What the fuck do you produce? What are you producing?"
Like, how many UFC events did he try and kind of like cozy up?
He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM. And then I saw him.
He could have taken you out there, Joe.
Again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast. And he's been trying really hard to get on now. He contacted a few friends of mine.
Yeah, he told me he's trying to get on.
Yeah, for what? For what? Say that more? Like, come on. This is dumb, man. This is a fucking, you ran a con game and you got busted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel terrible. I'm sorry you feel bad because that's just what happens when you get caught lying. But one of them came up to me in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Bro, I mean, Rogan's right. What the fuck? Why do you want to fight somebody else? Because you fucked up. That's how you know you fucked up bad, is you fucked up so bad that you just want to fucking fight somebody and pretend it was their fault. Pretend that you're punching yourself by punching somebody else. You fucked up so bad. You told everyone that you get huge, completely just unnaturally, grotesquely ripped and fucked up shaped. Honestly, just atrocious looking, but you're big and muscly and strong, and you say you got that way by eating bull testicles raw, and oops, you spend $11,000 a month on roids. That's his legacy, guys. That's it right there.
Yeah, one of my security guards stopped him. He was like, "I'm a producer for the Liver King." I'm like, "Produce? What the fuck do you produce? What are you producing?"
Like, how many UFC events did he try and kind of like cozy up?
He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM. And then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast. And he's been trying really hard to get on now. He contacted a few friends of mine.
Yeah, he told me he's trying to get on.
Yeah, for what?
Let me see. See, this is the problem. I'm going to struggle to find this clip from Rogan's podcast because now everybody's talking about this.
The Liver King thing drives me nuts because that guy's on steroids. Well, just shut the fuck up. I know he's eating really healthy. He's eating all
Bro, look at this guy.
these animal foods and organ meat, which is very rich in nutrients. All that's true. But he's dodging the main bullet. To have a physique like that and not be on steroids, I mean, I don't care how much you lift weights. The Liver King thing drives me nuts because that guy's on steroids. Well, just shut the
up.
I know he's eating really healthy. He's eating all these animal foods and organ meat, which is very rich in nutrients. All that's true. But he's dodging the main bullet. To have a physique like that and not be on steroids, I mean, I don't care how much you lift weights. The liver.
Bro, he was holding up the bull testicles. Gene Lasker, how about it? Heading to bed. Are you going to watch me tomorrow? What time are you going on? Oh, let me see if Gene Lasker, are you going live from this YouTube channel you're signed into right now? Oh, on Bubba's show, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I will be. I should be up early enough to catch a little over half of the show. All right, guys, I do got to get out of here. It got late. Fucking Liver King, he's a big fucking joke. You get it. You get it. He wants to kill Joe Rogan. End of story. That's pretty much all you need to know. A crazy person wants to kill Joe Rogan. That's nothing new. But that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve. I'm sorry, my head is, I don't know. I'm like not even here right now. I don't know. I've been through a lot. This trip really fucking kicked my ass. It was well worth it. But the fucking flights and everything, I'm just, oh man, I'm done. I need sleep. So with that, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Everybody go get some sleep. I'll see you in the Bubba Army chat in the morning. Then tomorrow's Friday. I guess Scott Starboard isn't on tomorrow. So yeah, it'll be, and no Alex Stein either. Yeah, so it'll be me at 7 something latest, hopefully. Like 7:30, 8 o'clock for sure. By 8 o'clock, I'll be live, my normal time. But yeah, and then on we'll see. Then Sunday I might do an ice bath. I don't know, maybe not. I got a lot of shit to do. But then Monday we got Scott Starboard at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be on by 7 something 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, the lineup, our usual lineup, Scott at 6, Alex Stein at 7, and then me at 8. So get up in them chats and start chatting and clicking like buttons and stuff. All right? All right, lovers. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for the support. For real, if you haven't already, hit the like button. It helps a lot. I love ya. I'll see you tomorrow.